ToonGrin.com.
Hey guys, how you all doing? It's Nero and Whyboy here, and we're here for, I think, the last trailer of the day.
You never know. We'll figure it out.
I'm sure. I'm still holding out that San Diego Comic-Con will drop a trailer for Captain Marvel, and we'll see him in all his Thunderbolt
Captain
glory.
Marvel, Aquaman, definitely more others, because we still got the weekend now.
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh! But this is going to be a trailer reaction to Invader Zim enter the Florpus, which sounds like something out of Rick and Morty, actually.
Maybe you just enter into Rick and Morty's world.
Oh. Dude, like, Invader Zim already has that kind of disgusting style, too. I mean, it's cool. It's fun to watch. But it's got that disgustingness of that universe where you're like...
Yeah, it's gross around here.
Like, it crawls on your skin, and then it's like Rick and Morty does the same thing. So combining those together, you know, that's a match made in hell. Yeah. But we're going to be taking a look at Invader Zim, guys.
Yeah, Invader Zim was just a classic 90s cartoon, or I forget when it first
I want to say Invader Zim was the 2000s.
Yeah.
I just think the funniest thing about it is they got Jonan Vasquez to create it, and he's most famous, and you might have heard about his underground comic. It's called Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So a guy who wrote a story about a kid who's a serial killer... That was the guy they went to and then said, hey, can you make us a cartoon show?
Like, yeah, I can. Let me just put blood on it.
Can you dial it back? Okay. And from what I remember, you know, Invader Zim was really popular with the college-going crowd because of how weird and surreal and screwed up it was. Yeah. But, like, the kids weren't really into it. But, like, the college people were willing to throw money at this thing, and Nickelodeon goes, yeah, we don't want your money. We wanted.
It's like, get out of here, college people! Like, we don't want your money. God, get out of here!
And that's one of the reasons why they canceled it. Where their argument was like, it wasn't getting the audience we want. Mind you, it was getting the better audience who has expendable income to throw out.
Yeah, exactly. And those young kids will grow up into college kids, so they'll just need more money that way. Like, that is just the stupidest thought process that a lot of these companies go to. Like, I'd be banking on that sort of stuff. Like, if the audience that I wasn't looking for basically decided to watch it, I'd go full in on that.
That's why Hasbro's so smart, because it's like, oh, My Little Pony's popular with girls, but it's also popular with, like, adult men.
More money for us.
Well, then let's make some products, and they do, like, special Comic-Con stuff, like figurines, and those things sell for mad money, and Hasbro's probably rolling in bank right now. That's why it's, like, on season 7 or 8.
Yeah. And they're probably just thinking at the beginning, just like, oh god, all these men are just watching our show, those big fat guys in the basement and all that. Oh, what are we gonna do? Well, I think we should just cancel the show and all that. And then you smack that guy once, like, no. We need to...
bank on this.
Yeah, bank on this completely.
So...
And Invader Zim just basically went dead for a long time. Like, personally, just to say my own personal thoughts on Invader Zim, like, I was just in that sort of territory, like, young enough, just like, I wasn't into it a lot. Definitely the art style was very cool and such, but it just wasn't getting me with its comedy to begin with, because maybe I was just too young at the time, to just really just appreciate it. After watching it more now on YouTube, I definitely like the more out there sort of comedy and all that. Like, I remember more about Gurr and all that, the little cute robot guy.
Yes, the robot that runs on, like, a Super Bowl, a hair clip, and some lint.
Yeah. Like, it was definitely funny just looking back more on just like this, the goofball Zim just taking over the planet and all that. Like, there's definitely a lot more funny to it. But it definitely, the one thing I didn't like about Invader Zim is just, it has that one trope in animated shows that I hate more than anything. Just stupid people not knowing the bleeding obvious.
Yeah, well, that's part of the comedy, though. Yeah. It's like everyone's a moron.
Yeah, that is maybe part of the comedy, but I just get so sick of that, because it's
I mean, if it makes me feel any better, like, it's not even just the people around Zim. Zim himself is a moron. Yeah. Dib is a moron.
Yeah, that definitely helps a lot, but I just always... It feels like such a hand-wavy sort of idea for comedy and all that. It's like, oh, why didn't that guy notice that Zim's holding a giant laser gun? He's an idiot. He thought it was a mop.
Well, there's like one episode that, in order to blend in, Zim started stealing the organs of children. Yeah. And he started just to eat them. And at one point, he's like really fat, and he opens his mouth, and you can see like the intestines in his throat. And at one point, it flops out, and he slurps it back up like spaghetti. Yeah. And a nurse like comes over and she goes, "Oh, look at this healthy boy filled with so many organs." And that's all they say, and it's just like,
what's wrong with you?
That's not a normal response. But that's the show in a nutshell. Is that ridiculous comedy? Like, one of the funniest gags I still remember is when he first comes to Earth. He puts a machine goes around him to give him a disguise. and like it shakes and it lights up, and all you do is hear him scream, "Ah, why does it hurt?" And then it like opens up, and he's in like a really crappy human costume of he's just wearing contact lenses, and that's like really it.
Yeah.
And like a pompadour wig. I just think it's really funny that it's like, oh, this is gonna be like really epic. You just hear him scream, "Why does it hurt?" And it's like that's funny.
Yeah.
To me, Zim was it was funny. It's not something I'd be like, oh man, it was one of the greatest cartoons of my generation. Nah, it was just a cartoon. Like most Nicktoons, quite honestly, kind of just came and went. Mm-hmm. Or worse, if you're like Fairly Odd Parents, you came and you took a seat on my couch, and like I was like, oh, it's getting about 15 years too late. I guess
I got a baby now.
Oh,
I got a dog.
Oh, you stay.
Neighbor girl.
Oh, are you staying? Are you staying Fairly Odd Parents?
Give me a blanket.
Oh, I was.
Now.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Fairly Odd Parents. I thought you were gonna like get the hell out.
Give me your axes.
Oh, Fairly Odd Parents, are you gonna have secret, hidden Christian agendas?
Of course I am. Don't you know my creator?
Oh, gee. But we're now, like ranting on Butch Hartman's hilarious stupidity aside. We're going to take a look at Invader Zim Enter the Florpus exclusive trailer from San Diego Comic-Con 2018.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that in 3, and a 2, and a 1. Play.
Now it's this guy.
Oh man, the art really went up a freaking peg.
Oh yeah.
Right, we have modern technology now.
Yay! Ooh. Definitely the animation went up in quality.
Oh yeah. Had one of the best theme songs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll talk about this more when it's trailer. So yeah, just about that little girl character. Okay, one problem that I'm having with this trailer so far, it just feels like a random assortment of scenes.
Oh, well, it probably is, but that's kind of also Invader Zim, like...
Well, I get that, because Invader Zim is definitely weird and all that, but definitely with trailers and all that, you do have sort of like a building of just sort of like, I don't know.
This is just random stuff happening.
Yeah, there's nothing that really just pulls you back into it.
And honestly, because of it, like it feels like it's dragging. Like it feels like nothing's actually happening.
Yeah, that's
like,
exactly the problem.
There's like nothing really being accomplished on what it's going to be about. It looks like maybe there might be a future dib.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it really tells us nothing. To the Florpus!
Okay, that's the symbol of the Verkin, like Imperium. Okay, so that gave us nothing, so I can't even be excited, because it's just, it's basically banking on, if you're a fan that's nostalgic for Invader Zim, then you'll be happy,
I
and
feel
that's
an incredibly lazy way to do any sort of teaser trailer or anything like that. Because even the Rise of the Ninja Turtles had a better teaser trailer than that. Because at least it showed the 4 turtles, it showed basically sort of the character dynamic of that whole show and all that. Even though it is just basically the 4 characters having the same personality and all that. What does this anything about this tell you? It just tells you like these characters exist again. Like it's basically almost a lot of the same thing. It just has scenes in it.
Yeah, no, that's it. Like I guarantee you, hardcore Zim fans who really wanted more Zim are gonna see this and be like, "Yep, it's finally coming back and it's cleaner and better animated."
Yeah, that's basically the only thing that basically they'll be able to pull from. like they can't really pull much of a story out of this, but just like Zim's just at it again.
Well, I'm guessing the Urkin Imperium is going to invade.
Yeah.
I suppose, even though that wouldn't make sense because if I recall in the first episode, when they sent him on a mission, they didn't expect him to actually like go anywhere.
Yeah.
And then he landed on a planet, and they were like, "Oh,
oh God, no."
I think we were half expecting him just to die, like out in space. We didn't expect him to actually accomplish nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think this gives like any context, so it's hard to get hyped about what's going to happen. It's just basically banking on the idea of like, look, you liked Invader Zim. Here's us showing you a bunch of Invader Zim stuff. So hopefully you'll be excited to watch this.
Yeah. Hopefully you'll just remember enough of Invader Zim to basically just get really into this.
It's funny. I'm about as bored as watching this trailer as I was watching the Young Justice one, because like the first half of it was just an upchucking of like an abridged season 2.
Yeah.
And it's like, can you just show me what like the new content's going to be? That's the part I'm interested in.
Yeah, now this is all just new content, but has no context to basically really tell us anything.
And it's like, you remember Dib and Gaz and Professor Membrane and
like
Zim
Gaz is a girl, right?
Yeah, that's his sister.
Like that's the one thing that I remember from the original show that I didn't like, because I just don't remember seeing Gaz that often when I was watching the show. And she's in the actual intro, the whole thing. So I thought it was like, oh, it's these 3 characters every episode.
No, it's pretty much a Wile E. Coyote skit of
putting the 2 of them.
Of like Zim and Dib, and and Gur's just sort of there.
Yeah, I'm fine with just Gur showing up every once in a while, but why is Gaz in the intro of the original show? She doesn't show up that often.
I don't know. Even the Tallest are in the intro. The Tallest are in this too, and the Tallest didn't really do anything outside of like the pilot. Occasionally they'll cut back to the Tallest, I suppose, and like he'll talk to them, and they'll be screwing up something on their planet, and that's really it.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Especially because like my buddy loves this show.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I'll watch it with him. But just overall, yeah, this invokes no positive reaction. It doesn't invoke necessarily a negative one.
Yeah, it just invokes basically, like, the only thing that I can really think of it is just like the animation's a lot better.
Well, yeah, because our technology has gotten better since like when the show originally came out.
Yeah, but that's it. That's all I can really take from it.
Yeah, that's really in a nutshell. I guess if anything, it also invokes sort of the idea of like, how come Nickelodeon hasn't made like
Invader Zim like years back?
Invader Zim or just like new Nicktoons.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, like how often? Okay, like SpongeBob came out and it's a phenomenon.
Yeah.
But when was the last time they made a new show that was a phenomenon on the level of like SpongeBob?
Yeah, there's nothing I can really think of.
Like they canceled Danny Phantom, they canceled something Puff Puppy, Benson Beast or whatever the crap that garbage other one was that he made.
Yeah.
And all they really keep around primarily that I think is still around to this day is SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents are the only ones that have been around since like I remember Rugrats being on the air.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're coming back with Rugrats.
Yeah, they're bringing back freaking Rugrats. Who cares?
Yeah, but yeah, let's just leave it at that because there's nothing much that we can talk about this. So, what about you guys? Are you excited for Invader Zim? What did you think of the teaser trailer? Did it excite you really at all? Or are you actually wanting, like us, wanting more, basically, the actual narrative structure of it?
I guess we should argue that it's supposed to be a teaser trailer. Well, but it's 2 hours, it's like 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That doesn't feel like a teaser should be like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
To like titillate you. Not be like the size a regular trailer would be.
Yeah, like if I was just gonna cut it, it's just teaser trailer length. Let's just see. Like goes into this house, sees Zim. Like
they could do a lot of Zim exercising.
Yeah, Zim exercising, like up to almost like the 20-second mark. Like that'd be a good teaser trailer right there. Like light shines around him, Invader Zim.
And yeah, and then you're like, oh, what's gonna happen? I mean, it looks like some kind of alien ship or something that he might be calling the Vrickin Imperium in, or it might be a new invading force. Maybe that's the Florpus.
Yeah, but
that would leave you asking questions. This gives you 2 minutes and 40 seconds where you're like, oh, this is like this feels like actually a full-blown trailer, and nothing is being accomplished with it. Like nothing's being said.
Yeah, it's not really teasing you. It's just basically showing you just stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, it's going to be possibly Dib from the future, who's old and he's like coming back to the past to like maybe get rid of Zim or something. That's all I can really maybe figure.
Yeah, I can guess that.
Okay, guys, but that's all we really have to say. There's not much. What do you guys think, though? Are you excited for Invader Zim? Are you ruined that Invader Zim's coming back? You know, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, guys. That's always important to keep up to date with our channel.
Yep.
And, you know, as always, be sure to tune in
to ToonGrin.